welcome back to the Eastern Cape, and of course this morning looking at some of the issues that are faced by rural communities, and we really have gone rural this morning. As you heard one of the panelists saying here, left where he was at 4 in the morning, and it's about a 30-kilometer stretch that you have to use coming in here, but it would take you up to 2 hours depending on what you're driving and of course how you drive as well. That is the treacherous condition of the roads just to get into here before you get into any of the other issues facing the community. And the issue of electricity and electrification also raised, because that is something that the people around here have raised with me as well this morning, saying that there's no electricity. The electricity that is here goes to the school and some of the other facilities that are of course government run, but they don't have these electric benefits. And also one of the other things that I asked is, so we are here as Morning Live, do you watch TV? And most of the people I asked said no, because we don't have electricity. So that's the reality of where we are here this morning. And the ANC, I was just asking about statistics regarding the electrification of the Eastern Cape.
About the electrification of the Eastern Cape, I've just given you the statistics that, in fact, the statistics are not even for 2017, it's 2016, where we moved from about 37% in 1994 to 85% in 2016 in terms of electrification. That's the achievement.
And how many people are still not electrified as we speak?
In terms of numbers?
Yeah, roughly.
It will be difficult to answer that one in terms of numbers,
okay,
but in terms of percentages, out of the population of 6.5 million, then 85% of them are connected.
Okay, It's an indictment, and I hope everybody else is listening as well, because you come here and you purport to care about these communities, but you don't even know what the exact circumstances are. That is a serious indictment.
Can I say something which is equally very important for us to underline? That, as I've spoken about the backlogs of infrastructure in the province, the vastness of the province, how does it take to connect, because the houses are not like clustered in the levels of density, and that's why therefore the connection becomes so difficult. And yet even rural areas in the province, including here, some houses have got electricity, and there are plans to connect, other households with electricity.
Okay.
Yeah.
It may sound plausible to you, but if you are able to run electricity cables to the schools and other facilities, why can't you run it to the people, the houses in the community? Just a question.
That is why we've got a program to do precisely that.
I want to move on.
Yeah.
Sir, please ask your question.
Thank you. I'm Mandla Shanekela from UDM. My question goes to the UDM leader. Leadership, as you know that corruption is in the veins of this government. As the result of that, high unemployment rate is a threat in this country. Now, as a UDM, what are you going to do to address this crisis of unemployment? Because right now here, 95% of people who are in this hall are unemployed. I thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me ask you to please keep the question short and sharp. We literally have like 10 minutes, so let's roll it over. Your question, sir.
Thank you very much, Sakino. Morning to viewers. My question goes directly to the Oprimshongo of AIC. The ANC-led government does not seem to have answers to the challenges that are facing our country, like the problem of infrastructure. I want to find out from you, Oprimshongo of AIC, what turnaround strategy do you have to bring solution to the problem of infrastructure, so that the people of Xolobeni and South Africa in general will no longer suffer? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My name is Jiginteto Mkuba, Kwamadiba, Ward 23. My question is directed straight to the PAC. In Ward 23, many villages are not electrified. In Ward 23, there is no water in most of the villages there. Now, the question is, as we are going to vote for PAC there, as we have invited you to rescue the Xolobeni community at large, what are you going to do, PAC, in order to rescue? Because the ANC government had divided the Xolobeni community. Hence, we are killing each other right now. What are you going to do? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sakina. My name is Nato Cheko from African Transformation Movement. My question goes directly to Servant Zamantwana of the ATM. Clearly, considering the face value of this community here, we could conclude that it has indeed been neglected with the past administration and the present administration. Considering that the ATM is coming to rule, what is your provision plan to ensure that you eradicate poverty, crime, and infrastructure in this community? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sakina. My name is Simon Kajina, and my question goes straight to the leader of the IFP. And my question is, if IFP can be voted and win the vote and had the chance to lead the government, how will the IFP address the issue of the land for Xolobeni people as we are in Xolobeni? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sakina. Simtembile Matikizela from here, Pizza. My question goes directly to the leader of the EFF. I want to ask, under the leadership of President Julius Malema, after 8 May, how is the EFF going to deal with the corruption that was declared by the SIU that took place in Alfrens of 300 million? That was supposed to be used to put water in all the areas here, including this area. How is the president going to deal with that corruption that that the leadership of the ANC under the faction of Ramaphosa that decided to ignore? So I want to ask the EFF, how is it going to deal with that?
Got your question. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Kamalam Dunglag.
Please ask your question, sir.
Okay. Ndisuka kwa Kanyai. So umbuzo wami straight to umhlekazi lo wami weDA uba yena uzokwenza ntoni njenganokuba ebona uANC zininzi izinto ezenziweyo ezingagqitywanga nalapha ezindleleni uyabona nomgwaqo awumaintainwa akwenziwa kwanto kuhleliwe nje oko ndandifunda pha kwesesikolo ndifunda kuzo sisasokola amapali kuthiwa azokwenza umbane awukenziwa kwanto nangoku uANC ufaile so sendicela ukubuza pha kuyena uzokwenza njani.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're running out of time, sir.
My name is Zeka Mnyamana. I would like to take this opportunity to greet everyone here. I'm an ANC member. My question is direct to my leadership. What I would like to know is that as we are only left with 2 villages that are not electrified here, after the vote, when are you gonna come back here to finish the work that we have started? Because I know that we are going to win the vote.
Okay. I'm going to come to you. I'm still listening to what they're saying, and then I'm coming to the panel. Please.
My other question is that.
Ask the question, sir.
On the 6th of this month.
No, we are not going to accept this question. We are expecting one from the organization, as you said. No.
Just finish the question, and so I can get answers here. Finish the question. Please finish the question, sir. Okay, while you are deliberating. Okay, sir, please allow me to control this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that the questions have been asked, so I'm going to ask you to start answering the questions, and also in that, I'm going to ask you to factor in your closing remarks plus the questions you've been asked. Okay, ANC, and we go down the line. You have a minute, 30 seconds in fact.
Yeah, thanks very much. We are appealing to our people to continue to support us as they've been working with us to improve the conditions of our people. One of the things is that the facts are there, they speak for themselves. Ward 23 has been completed with electrification. Ward 24, Ward 26 here. And yet the speaker was saying that there is no electricity in Ward 23. That is not the case. It's been completed in Ward 24 and Ward 16. We will continue to do this work, working together with our people.
Sakina, I think it will be unfair that Nontle's question was not answered. That was the first question. She asked why mining is the only service delivery that ANC is looking at. The answer is simple. It is the easy looting scheme, because whatever ANC touches, it's about looting. That's why their eyes are on that mining, because that's where they are gonna loot the resources, and that's where they are gonna rob the people of Xolobeni.
Okay.
Then the question was that what about those unfinished projects that are done by the ANC? It's because the ANC deploys incompetent public reps. You can look at this hall that we are in. Just take your camera and see. There are cracks all over. That's the poor workmanship that they have. That's why we say, as the DA, we deliver quality services.
Okay, got you. All right, UDM.
Yeah, let me first respond to the comment made by the Congress of the People about the President, Matibongo Olomisa. You know, the gravel road is always maintained. In fact, Terra Ligota was heading the National Defense Force here when the arms deal took place. I want also to respond to my colleague. You can't address the corruption when the judiciary system in South Africa is being captured. And we called on the economic indaba for the past years, and the ANC is ignored about that, to address the question of abject poverty in our country.
Okay. EFF.
Thank you, Sakina. Uyazi kulihlazo kanjani ukubona MEC wonke engawazi ama statistics ukuthi bangakho abantu asebefakele umbani la eEastern Cape.
Please make your point. We're running out of time.
Iyakuchazela lonto Sakina that unabantu abango MEC ngamagama abangawaziyo i-functions zabo. As the EFF, people they must go and vote EFF. We are going to arrest all corrupt people. We are going to arrest everybody. For an example, when we say in Parliament, Jacob Zuma is the most corrupt person, we chased him out.
Okay.
Every government of the EFF, there is no person who is going to be corrupt.
Thank you, EFF.
A very clean government.
Closing remarks, Cope, and if there's a question for you, you've got to factor it in. Go for it.
Cope, yeah. What I suggest we do, South Africa, is you've heard today what the people have had to say. They are sick and tired of no delivery. They are sick and tired of not having electricity or water. They are sick and tired. I ask you today, it's a serious decision on the 8th of May. Vote for Cope and others alike who are not like the ANC. We are not corrupt. We will not take your money. We will actually use your money and change the country for the best. If we all consider that our children are the most important things moving forward, and we as a country need to actually take care of our children. So children first in South Africa, and we'll change the country.
Thank you, Sakina.
AIC?
Yes, thank you. The question that was asked to me was, what turnaround strategy do we have to change this place? First and foremost, we're going to construct the road that leads into this village. Second, we're going to electrify every household that is here in Xolobeni. If the community of Xolobeni gives us the chance to govern, we will make sure that the local business people are going to take part in building the shops, because the town, this village is too far from the town. If you can look at those people, they are not working. We'll make sure that we bring the town here.
We are running out of time. They're going to cut us off. IFP.
The IFP is the only party in this country that respects the will of the people. We have got a history that cannot be disputed by anyone of protecting the land for the people. the Ingonyama Trust Act was an act that was established by the IFP to protect the land of the Zulu people from being looted by the ANC. We have seen that this is a very wonderful model which we wish to implement even in the Eastern Cape. So if the people of Xolobeni vote for the IFP, we are going to establish a similar institution which will protect their land for their benefit and ensure that the management of their land is in their hands and their land is beneficial to the people, not to the ANC and its looting partners.
Got you, IFP. PAC.
First of all, as PAC, we will unban the question of tenders. We'll make sure that in the government of the PAC, the tendering system, which is the breeder of corruption, is stopped. That will create jobs for each and everyone, because all the services are going to be done by private companies will be done under government. We will invest in this particular area because this area is strong on agriculture. Thank you.
I want to hear the last two before we get cut off from Auckland Park. Please, Azapo.
Okay. Thank you, Sakina. Azapo is asking the black people in this country to vote Azapo because Azapo is going to respect people. Black consciousness teaches us that, to respect people, and we are going to do everything in our power to make sure that we place the good people, the professionals, so that they can be able to deliver the goods. We know that the problem in this country is because the people who are who are not educated, the people who know nothing about service delivery, that is why they are corrupt. That's why they are stealing.
Thank you, Azapo. ATM.
South Africans, on the 8th of May, the power is back in your hands. You get to be judged, and I say judge accordingly to all lawlessness, criminality, and intent that has shown us that there is total disregard of who we are. Vote ATM to see change. Vote ATM to see peace in our land.
I must just say thank you to our panel, thank you to all of you, and thank you to the Eastern Cape for hosting us this morning. And this is where we leave it for Morning Live. Thank you so much for watching. It's back to Studio 11.